Hi guys, it's me and welcome back to my channel.
Are you into me like I'm into you?
I know a lot of you guys have been wondering where are the videos, where are the vlogs, all this kind of stuff. And to be very honest with you guys, it's definitely been a roller coaster. I'm not gonna. From 2022 up until like now, there's been a lot of ups and downs, and I feel like there's a lot of things as like a content creator and like a public figure, as you should, if you would say, go through that is not spoken enough about on social media and to the public. And I feel the reason why I choose to refrain from speaking about certain things is because I feel like it's important to find a support system. I will say though as well that it's definitely been really hard to film videos because I've been so caught up with TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat. It's very hard when you start off with long form content and then you then transition into to short form. And it can be really time consuming. So if you happen to be an editor who is an editor for YouTube videos, please DM me. I have actually asked on my Instagram many times, and some people have reached out and I've actually got back to people and they haven't got back to me. So I am urgently looking for an editor. So if you are an editor, please reach out to me. Before I did TikTok, before I did Instagram, before I did any other platform, YouTube was my first love, and I want to come back to the platform that I actually started on, regardless if I grew or not. At the time that I did it for, charity starts from home. So remember that, kid. So I asked you guys on my Instagram about a month ago about, you know, questions to send to me when it comes to like having a life update about like if you guys want to know anything, what I'm working on, what's been happening, why I've been so absent. So I'm going to answer some of them right now. Yeah, basically guys, I don't really say like mental health is a big thing, and like when I wasn't doing social media like I'm doing it now, like I used to wonder, like literally, like I know it sounds so silly, but I used to literally ask myself and wonder, how the hell are people complaining? Like you get brand deals, you get money, you get all these things. Trust and believe. Like I feel like a lot of people, and when I'm saying this, I genuinely would love if people would genuinely like grasp and understand what I'm saying right now, and I'm not just saying words, and it's honestly like the truth. I feel like sometimes a lot of people forget that people who are social media influencers, people who are creators, people who are celebrities, I feel like a lot of people forget that we're also human. Like there'll be many times I'll film a video, and don't get me wrong, I love doing these videos. Like my acting skits and stuff, they take me hours to film, right? And then literally, like as I'm uploading them, people are still asking, we need more. Okay, I get it. I get you love the content, but also just be mindful that like I burn out. Do you know what I mean? And it honestly, it is quite draining. And obviously, like I'm blessed and grateful that where people want to see more content from me. But I feel like it does get to a point where it can be quite overwhelming sometimes. And there is pressure because like many people, I'm going to be honest, I don't think many people can do social media. Even though I hate the way this sounds, but you have to keep doing what, you have to keep posting, and you have to keep constantly like being on top to be like the latest trend. Because if you don't do that, the brands won't take you. You know, it's not just about numbers. It's also about presence and what you do and what's current, you know. I feel like right now I'm in a position in my life where like I'm quite up and down. I feel like when it comes to like my life, like mentally and spiritually, I feel like God's definitely been calling me closer to Him each day. Obviously, as a human being, everybody deals with things that they go through, and I feel like it definitely does have an effect on, you know, your day-to-day life. You know, the devil can like, you know, come and just try and just mess up things and just feed you lies. But as long as you believe that you are God's chosen one, then you're fine and you're sorted. And you have to keep practicing these affirmations, these Christian affirmations. I'm not talking about the crystals and the stones and the rocks. Yeah, the word of God. So yeah, I'm okay, but I'm just really grateful and glad that I'm breathing and I'm alive. And I feel like recently God has really taught me to just count my blessings, because I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in what we're doing. Some people like myself, I feel like we will never ever be satisfied, but we should always remember that even though we may not be satisfied, we should also be grateful for all the accolades that we've really got. So yeah, I'm just being more gracious and just be more grateful with life. Yeah. Someone said, how are you so energetic? What's your secret? To be very honest with you, there is no secret behind it. Like I feel like what people need to understand is that you see me as a he's. The person that you see online is the same person you see in person. However, there are days where I have my bad days. Today I don't want to film. Let's be real. I do not want to film. I don't want to film today. But you know what? I have to do it because this is my job. I feel like, you know, every single time we go out there, you know, and, you know, if you have a 9 to 5, you're working part-time alongside school, you know, you can't just say, oh, I want to lay in today, because if you lay in, the coins will not come through. So there's possibilities where, you know, 90% of the content you put out, you're not even getting paid to do it unless it's a brand deal. So you have to constantly put out work in order for the brands to say, oh, okay, here you go. And for many people, that's going to be really, really tough. And for someone to be doing it full time, it is honestly a lot of work. So I definitely highly recommend that people really think before they do stuff, okay? When it comes to me being energetic, I'm not necessarily energetic all the time. I feel like people need to remember that, like, when I'm on TikTok and when I'm on social media, I, clock in, and then obviously when I close it up, I clock out, Like, I'm very chill. I feel like everyone has their days. Like, even those YouTube couples that you see on, those American YouTube couples, trust and believe, it's not all glitz and glam. Also, how did your bullying experience shape you to become the person you are today? Being once a victim of bullying, I would say, it definitely was a lot. It was a lot. I definitely would say that, like, even till this day, we're talking 6-7 years later down the line, it still is traumatic and it is emotionally scarring. But I feel like your scars are what help shape you as an individual that you are today. So whether or not that was like SA, alcoholism, any type of abuse to oneself or harm or abuse to somebody, it will always relieve some sort of emotional harm. And I feel like it's really important that people, they learn to practice self-love. Me being a Christian myself, I like to look to the Word of God because I know the Word of God is life and it's my daily spiritual bread. And I feel like for me, even though I may not always read my Bible all the time, or I may not always pray every single time as I'm meant to, I always know that, like, God's got me, and I know that even if I don't sit down, like, I kneel by my bed and I just meditate in my mind, I just know that I'm still communicating with God somehow, even though I should be doing more reading of the Bible, 100%. Because I feel like the Bible is your spiritual food and is what is actually you're feeding into your body, so it's really important. But I definitely would say that bullying definitely shaped me to be the person I am today. Like, when I tell you, if I get any hate online, trust and believe, I am so numb to it. Like, when I say I'm numb, give me beso, grah, extendo, brah. Yeah, I'm just quite numb to it, and I feel like it's definitely shaped me to be the person I am today. And I feel like if I didn't go through the bullying and the trauma and hurt that I went through, I wouldn't be able to help other people and inspire other people. Because if you think about it, if you are somebody who was not bullied and you never experienced bullying in your life, and somebody reached out to you and actually asked you about how I could, like, overcome this, what can you really say? Like, what do you say? But I feel like somebody who actually has experienced something can actually speak and be in more depth, because obviously people experience bullying in different ways and different forms. So yeah, I definitely say that it's bittersweet because I don't really think about it. I try not to think about it. But I will say though, it is really bittersweet because it's such a benefit when it comes to acting, because if there's a scene that I need to do which is serious, let me think about how the bullies dragged me to the ground, oh, the tears will be rolling. Someone said, how did you start your large platform? So what a lot of people don't know is that many people know me from TikTok, right? But what a lot of people don't know is I've actually been doing social media since 20 years. So I've been doing social media over 10 years now, but it was because of lockdown, the pandemic, that's when things started growing. And a lot of people ask me, they're like, oh, I really want to grow on, I really want to do social media. But it's like, are you willing to genuinely put the effort in to actually become patient? Because trust me, if I waited almost 10 years before my big break, a lot of people cannot even wait a week or even a few days or even 24 hours. Do you know? And I see it on TikTok all the time. So you have to understand that you have to be somebody who has a brand. Like, what is it about you that makes you different and stand out from the rest? Because trust and believe, everybody has done everything already. And even though that's the thing and you maybe cannot think about what to do, you can even do something that's already been done but remix it and make it your own. There's always a beauty guru. There's everybody who's a gaming person. There's always something. Someone who does travel, someone who does comedy, there's always something. But if you do comedy, like, you make your own skits, do something, And I feel like with me, unfortunately, I didn't really have anybody that I looked up to. Because a lot of people who were doing social media and stuff around my time, it was a lot of the white girlies. You had the Zoe Sugg and the Zoella Sugg and all them ones. And they weren't sugging for me, right? So I just had to just try and work and see what I can do with my own stuff. And it was very lonely. It was, I'm not gonna lie to you, because a lot of people were not doing it like me. But I feel like social media now has opened this avenue in this door where it's literally like the new cinema, it's the new shopping marketplace, it's everything. I feel like a lot of people have now jumped onto the bandwagon. But yeah, you have to be really patient. You have to be patient. I will say though, out of all platforms across social media, which I believe and I just feel, and a lot of people can say the same thing, feel like has the best social media app in terms of growing, is TikTok, because I feel like TikTok is a platform where people constantly are growing. But one thing I will say though is that YouTube and Instagram have much of a loyal fan base, because I feel somebody who followed me on the app in March last year may not be active on the app now. But I feel like with YouTube, which is what I actually love, and this is the reason why even though I may be gone for so long and I come back, I feel so like happy and at ease, is because people are actually loyal. They actually want to subscribe. You know, they're not called followers, they're called subscribers. They subscribe. It's almost like a monthly subscription. They're loyal people who actually want to see something come out of it. So that's what I feel, that's what makes things different. But yeah, I definitely would say it took a very, very, very long time. But I'm very grateful for him right now. And honestly, right now, it's onwards and upwards for me. Where did you get the motivation to transform your life? When the word motivation is a very, very weird one, because I feel like many people feel, oh, like you have to be in a certain mood in order for you to be motivated. No, absolutely not. Sometimes, the thing is, as human beings, a lot of us are really stubborn when it comes to actually wanting to do something that will change our lives. Whether that's, you know, going to the doctors if you're sick, or going to the gym. Gym is a perfect example. With me, I hated the gym with a passion. I hated the gym with a passion. Honestly, for me, gym honestly was so stressful for me, because anytime I was at the gym, I genuinely felt pain and torture. But what it is, it was my body having to gradually get used to the change, which was not easy. But I felt like after me disciplining myself and eating right and pushing myself and actually being in a position where I'm actually going out of my comfort zone, it genuinely helped me know what discipline. Yeah, honestly, I feel like sometimes you have to be at rock bottom in order for you to actually get somewhere. So for example, I'll give a quick example, and I won't speak on this too much because obviously it's in the past, but you know when the internet tried to come for my neck last year, yeah, I actually started going to the gym because I wasn't doing anything, I wasn't getting any deals at the time, everything was just going left, and I had a really terrible manager. Oh my days, thank God they are gone. In the bin, never want to see them again, yikes. But I feel like sometimes God will put you in situations, not necessarily just because you're a bad person, but it's to humble you, right? And I feel like for me, and to trust him too, and I feel like for me, that moment for me was like, okay, cool. It kind of was like, there were so many things happening. I kept traveling, I was going to Dubai, I was going to LA, I was going everywhere, and it was very overwhelming, but it was fun and I was able to handle it. But I needed to come to a point where I needed to be still. And I feel like when all that controversy happened, and I did start going to the gym and stuff, yeah, it definitely was like a reset button for me. You know, I started losing weight around my face. I've done a few like gym transformation videos and stuff on my TikTok. But yeah, it's definitely been fun. I've learned a lot. I've also felt happier internally within myself. So yeah, I feel like for me, when it comes to motivation, sometimes you just have to be at your lowest. You can't always wait for that moment, because sometimes when will that moment be there? Like the amount of times, like I haven't been gym this week at all. Yeah, I've been going through it, but what I want to say is that there's times where I don't want to go to the gym, but the moment I actually get into that gym, I know there's no turning back, because I did not come all the way down here for nothing. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you have to push yourself, and then when you actually get to that point, you know, it's fine. Even me filming this video right now, trust and believe, I am dreading it, but when I started filming, I said, I'm back home again. You know what I mean? Someone said to me, what are your short-term goals to become an actor? Can't wait to see you in the Oscars one day. First of all, thank you so much, Naomi. Naomi A, thanks. You know what it is for me? Acting is my life. I love it. If you guys have seen me the past couple months, you kind of noticed I've gone through a slight rebrand. Social media is such a great platform, because obviously years ago, social media was never ever used as a portfolio. But now, you genuinely can use it in order for you to make something of yourself. I do have an acting agent. I have a modeling agent now. You know, everything just was like a full swing. Everything changed from early Jan. So I'm happy. I'm somewhat content. Are you going to bring back the Pringles? Now, I get this comment literally like what? How many times in a day or in a week? Literally, because you know, I get asked over 100 times. Now, a lot of you guys know people used to know me on TikTok in 2020 for eating Pringles, when I'd be watching videos and skits and stuff and everything like that. And I realized that I was giving the brand free promo, and the brand has budget, and I don't know why I'm giving them free promo when you know that you can make money off me. And I said, no, it's unfair. And yeah, I just feel like also, I started putting on a lot of weight. I started eating a lot of them. And the thing is, I feel like some people assume that I literally bought tons and tons and tons of Pringles. Trust and believe, it was not like that at all in any way. I feel like when people are seeing videos back to back, they just randomly assume that I'm literally just eating the whole pack in the 15 seconds. And it's not. I literally have one can, and that can last me a good 30 videos. You know, I'm just genuinely just filming back to back, because obviously during quarantine you're not doing anything, so I'm just saving all the videos that people told me to react to one by one. And how long does it take to film a duet? 15 seconds? right? I don't even have a craving for it anymore. Like, I used to have it, but not anymore. Not anymore. Like, trust and believe, like, I don't eat Pringles like that anymore. It was fun. Will I bring it back? Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I might do like a reunion, a spin-off show with the one and only Ahiz. Well, it's not really a reunion if there's only one of me. But anyway, besides the point. Those people who didn't stick around for this new rebrand, I'm not mad about it, because I kind of feel like, you know, everyone grows, you know. I feel like some followers and fans are only there for a certain season, and that's okay. And I feel like those who are new, hello. Those who are old, hello. And those who you know, have come back, hello. And those who've gone, get out, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was just a cute, I said quick Q&A. Only God knows how long it's going to be when I edit it, but I thought I'd just do this video because I know a lot of people have been asking me of where I am, where I've been. I've been fine. I've been okay. Life obviously comes with its lemons, but you know, you just make a margarita. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know why I'm so low right now, but I can't be asked, so just take it or leave it. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Stay you, stay true, God loves you, and have a great day.